Effects. The Pa700 has an exceptional integrated effects system. There are 4 main sections: the individual EQs, the insert and master effects, the microphone and guitar effects, and the global EQ and limiter section. Let's look at how effects are incorporated using style play mode as an example. The other modes work the same way with a few exceptions that will be explained later in this chapter. I'm using Easy Funk from the Funk and Blues category. Press Menu, Mixer Tuning, EQ Gain. The EQ can be adjusted for every sound in the style as well as every sound in the keyboard set. Pressing Track Select toggles between displaying the two. Display the keyboard set. I'll adjust the high, mid, and low frequencies of upper 1. Boosting frequencies can sometimes distort the sound. On this EQ control page, the input trim can be lowered to compensate for that. You can also bypass the EQ settings of each sound here. The Insert and Master Effects section of the Pa700 is divided into 2 parts, Effects Group A and Effects Group B. In Style Play mode, Effects Group A is used for the sounds of the accompaniment tracks, and Effects Group B is used for the sounds of the keyboard set. An effects group has 2 different types of effects, Insert Effects and Master Effects. Effects Group A and B each have 2 master effects. Effects Group A has 2 insert effects, and Effects Group B has 1. When a sound is routed into an insert effect, the audio signal passes directly through the effect. Think of it like a guitar effect pedal you plug in and out of. I already have a chord sequence ready to go. Go to the Insert Effects tab and use Track Select to display the accompaniment tracks. The guitar on the accompaniment 1 track is using one of the 2 available insert effects, and the electric piano on accompaniment track 3 is using the other. Let's change the electric piano insert effect. Holding down Shift and touching the track will solo the track. Touch here, and the effect is now available for detailed editing. There are over 140 effect types, so there are many to choose from. I'm going to change the phaser effect to a flanger effect. As you can see, you can have an insert effect on 2 separate tracks. Or instead, you can put 2 insert effects on 1 track. I'll disable the insert effect on the electric piano track, then add a second insert effect to the guitar on accompaniment track 1. Press Exit. Master effects work differently. They are mixed in parallel with the dry signal coming from a track. You can apply as much or as little of a master effect you want for each track using the send parameters. So you can have a little bit of reverb on a piano, none on a bass guitar, and a lot on a string pad. Menu, Master Effects. This is Master Effects B for the keyboard set, and this is Master Effects A for the accompaniment tracks. In this style, Master Effect 1 is a reverb effect, and Master Effect 2 is a chorus effect. Now let's adjust the amount of Master Effect. Menu, Mixer Tuning, Effect Send. The more I bring up the Master 1 send of this track, the more reverb it has. Master 2 send adds more chorus effect. Drum and percussion kits are handled differently. Touch DF at the top of the drum track. DF stands for drum families. It flashes, and I now have separate Master Effect sends for each family. Although we've been using style play to explain the insert and master effects, the other modes logically work the same way. In song play, the sequence tracks use effects group A and the keyboard set uses effects group B. In sequencer mode, each track has access to either effects group A or B. In sound mode, only effects group B is available. In style play and song play, it's also possible to plug in a mic or a guitar and apply effects to the signal. Let's try it with a microphone first in style play. Use the audio in left input to connect a microphone. It's an unbalanced quarter-inch input. You'll need an adapter to connect a microphone with an XLR connector. Go to Global, Audio Video, Audio In tab. Make sure the input routing is set to mic. Now Menu, Mic Setup, EQ Dynamics tab. Reach back and use the gain knob next to the left audio input to adjust the input gain. The meter should remain in the green most of the time and into the orange at signal peaks. If it's reaching into the red, the gain is too high. This page also gives you access to an EQ, a compressor, and gate settings for the mic. Exit, Volume tab. Use the track select to display the keyboard set and mic input settings. The microphone input can be muted and unmuted by touching here. You can use the usual ways to adjust the level here, or use assignable knob 1. These two knobs can be set to control a variety of things. This is assigned in global mode. But from the factory, knob 1 is set to control the input volume.
2, check, check, check. 1, 2, check. Check 1, 2, yeah.
Start the style and adjust your mic volume to the style.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Press stop. Go to the mic tab. As you can hear, there are already effects on your voice.
Hey, yeah.
You can have two effects at the same time, for example, delay and reverb. The amount of effect can be adjusted using assignable knob 2.
Hey, hey, hey,
You can choose a different effect setting by touching here to open a list of voice presets. As with selecting sounds or styles, there are 8 to choose from on the screen at one time, and more are available by touching these tabs on the left and right. Press Exit. Each of the effects can be muted here. And here you see a talk-over button. Touching it mutes the vocal effects and the volume of the music is lowered so you can speak to the audience, like this.
Good evening.
Go to the Volume tab and mute the microphone by touching here. Now let's plug in a guitar. Global, Menu, Audio Video, Audio In tab. Change the input routing to guitar. We could go to the same global mode page we used to adjust the input of the microphone, but this time press Exit, go to the Volume tab of Style Play, and adjust the input gain from here. This indicator should remain green most of the time, with orange appearing at signal peaks. If it's turning red, the gain is too high. And now unmute the guitar and adjust the level to the track. You'll notice that the mic tab now says guitar. Go there. As you can hear, there are already effects on your guitar using preset Clean AC30 SC. The SC in the name means the preset is best used with single coil pickups. An HB in the name would mean it's best with humbucker pickups. You can have 3 effects in the chain, in this case amp simulator, delay, and reverb. You can choose a different effect preset by touching here. The presets are organized in clean presets, overdrive presets, even effect presets to use when you plug in a bass guitar. If you want, a MIDI pedal board can be used to select the presets and turn individual effects in the chain on and off. The effect presets can be edited here and saved to the user bank. Details are in the PDF manual. Go to the Volume tab and mute the guitar. And finally, the global limiter and EQ. It's positioned at the end of the signal chain, just before the audio outputs of the Pa700. Global, Menu, Limiter Master EQ, Limiter tab. The limiter allows you to make the PA700 as loud as possible while limiting the maximum volume using these settings. MP3s do not pass through the limiter because they usually have this processing done to the audio already. This tab takes you to the Master EQ. It features 4 fully programmable bands with fully adjustable gain, frequency, and Q parameters to customize the low, mid, and high frequencies before the left and right outputs. All audio, including MP3s, pass through this EQ. Both the limiter and the EQ allow you to save presets and select them from here.